Hey everybody, you're watching Geek This Week, and today I'm back with
Daniel.
And I'm of course Talon, and today we're bringing you all the geeky news on Keanu Reeves' voice acting career,
Microsoft Edge new icon,
Martin Scorsese's opinion,
and baking in space.
All on Geek This Week.
This week in gaming, Keanu Reeves, the voice for everybody's favorite samurai, Mind Ghost's Johnny Silverhand, played a large part in the amount of dialogue that the character will have in the upcoming game Cyberpunk 2077. In an interview with Luca Ward, the Italian voice for Johnny Silverhand, Ward said that his recording time had doubled because of Keanu's enthusiasm over the role. The story director for Cyberpunk, Martin Blacha, pointed out that Reeves is responsible for making the virtual rock star more relatable and complex, infusing the character with his own special thing. As much as we look forward to spending time with Johnny Silverhand, he still won't be an available romance option.
This week in movies and tech, Mr. Robot has given us 4 seasons of great episode titles and one of my absolute favorite memes, Hacker Man. But more impressively is the significantly more realistic than movies from the 80s and 90s view on hacker society. In a recent interview with Sam Esmail, NPR fleshed out the background to the creation of the very successful TV show. Identifying with programming and hacking culture himself, Esmail also drew a lot from his personal anxiety and hacking experience. Being quite introverted in college meant spending time in the computer lab, which led to academic probation for hacking into people's emails. Esmail's goal with the show was to represent the world of hacking well. And in his own words, that world is not about what firewalls or security protocols are on your phone. It's about how do you exploit people and using their vulnerabilities, figure out a way to break into a system. The interview is a great insight into why the main character, Elliot, acts, looks, and thinks the way he does. Check out the full interview with Sam Esmail in the description. It's totally worth the listen.
Martin Scorsese defends his stance on that Marvel movies are not cinema. Writing to the New York Times, the iconic director defended his position, saying that the Marvel movies are like theme parks. Given his love for creativity behind movies, he finds the creation of these Marvel movies to be bland, repetitive, and safe. He also affirms that he doesn't hate or intend to insult Marvel. They just simply are in the movies that he enjoys. Movies for Scorsese are about the aesthetic, emotional, and spiritual revelations. It's about the character's complexity and paradoxical natures. Now, I don't think that Mr. Scorsese paid very much attention to these movies. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is all about paradoxical nature of family, and Iron Man 3 delves into growth of Tony Stark as a person and dealing with PTSD. Scorsese used Hitchcock as a similar type of example for theme park movies, as they have sameness to them. Scorsese wants to fight the idea of these franchise films, because they don't allow for smaller, indie-style movies to get much big screen time. And there are significantly fewer independent theaters than in the past. That is something that we agree on, Mr. Scorsese. Because of such a big switch to streaming, the big screen caters more and more to these huge theme park movies, making it harder to watch the smaller artistic movies away from the small screen. You can read the entire opinion piece yourself and make up your own mind about Scorsese's criticism of Marvel. The link will be down in the description. This week in tech, Microsoft is trying to distance Edge from Internet Explorer even further. If you have played the hidden surfing minigame available in the Canary version of Edge, you might already be aware of the update that's coming. If not, well, we're here to tell you. The new logo seems to bring the outdated Edge symbol into the future. It's a wave, vaguely in the shape of a knee, so that you can surf in the internet. Ha! The new icon was revealed to puzzle solvers that had to work through an elaborate Easter egg hunt, which included rendering an Edge icon as a 3D object that in turn led to 7 series of words from 7 different clues. Putting these words into a JavaScript function on Microsoft's Edge Insider website revealed the final words needed to be pulled from a video. Only then were you granted the final instruction: play the secret surfing game. Ad Surf. After beating the game, you are rewarded with a look at the new icon, as well as a thank you for helping building the next version of Edge. Was it worth it, all the work just to get up a glimpse of the new logo? I guess that depends on how much you like puzzles.
Big Brother is watching you, but this time it's for safety. Certain warehouses, like that of Walmart and Heineken, are testing a modern device to increase workplace safety. A startup called StrongArm created the device that worked to attach a harness around the neck. The device will vibrate when the worker is about to attempt a movement that could be dangerous. Of course, unions are concerned that large corporations will begin to use this device against their employees, but StrongArm's goal for the device is solely concerned with safety improvements. And it says that users of the product suffer between 20% to 50% fewer injuries. At a certain warehouse, StrongArm noticed that there was a location causing workers to twist their backs too far, and has since convinced the owners to fix that safety issue. There are a lot of changes in warehouses to improve safety that StrongArm has been a part of, and I think it's great that we're improving things for these heavy labor positions. Now, if only we can convince Amazon to air condition their warehouses. This week in science, astronauts have a crazy amount of skills and are incredibly intelligent, but can they bake? The last bunch of experiments and supplies that launched last Saturday had a specially designed space oven and various baking supplies packed on board. The experiment is meant to test the effects of high heat, radiation, and the big one, zero G, on the shape and consistency of the cookies. This, of course, was not the only experiment sent up to the International Space Station. Other, less delicious experiments included car parts and a vest to test against radiation. Equipment for the upcoming spacewalks was included as well. This is a great excuse to test freshly baked cookies in space. What's next, astronauts? A space pizza oven? On to you. What we want to know is, will this lead to an uprising of space foodies?
That was all for Geek this week. So what did you think about the episode today, Talon?
I gotta say, I'm pretty psyched about cookies in space.
Yeah, that's gonna be so great. We can make a different range of opportunities.
Right? You want to open a pizzeria in space, right?
Yeah, totally. I do want to spin up those doughs on zero gravity environment.
That sounds awesome, but I think there's nothing but messes involved there.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe down here. And we see all you geeks next Thursday.
Jazz hands.